Hello and welcome to our Tuesday, March 10th, 2020 Home Buyer and Business Opportunity Overview Call. This is Ken Goldberg in Orlando, Florida, and it's my honor, as always, to introduce our host for this evening, Mr. Charles Whitman. Charles,
Hi, Ken. How are you this evening?
what a terrific day. How are
Hey,
you?
it's always a great day here at funmyhome.org. It's actually great in New York. We're experiencing some great weather. It's actually in the 50s and 60s this week. So I'm excited about that. So we don't have to shiver and bundle up and, blast out the heat here. So really great weather here in New York. So hope everything's well in Florida.
Yes, it absolutely is.
I know you're enjoying every minute of it.
Come on
That's great.
down.
Come on down. Well, I'm planning to take a trip out there pretty soon. So definitely make a point to stop by and see you. We may go out fishing. How's the fishing out there? Pretty good?
Not outside my door. We'd have to travel to the coast a little bit to find the
Well,
fish.
absolutely. That goes without saying, Ken, but I'm not pulling your fish in. So that's I want to get clear before I get out there with you. All right, great. So just want to address everyone here. I'd like to take this opportunity to welcome our guests and as well as our associate members for sharing our vision and participating in our personally and financially rewarding business opportunity, which helps potential home buyers fulfill their dreams and reach their goals. And as we aspire to fulfill that dream for 1 million families across America. So we're definitely excited about doing that. Those that come on board, they say everything is timing and positioning. We got some great things coming up. I'm not going to spill the beans, but we got something coming up in pertaining to USDA. Now, folks have heard about USDA, basically 90% across the country with only a 41 to 43% debt to income ratio would basically qualify for zero out of pocket. So we're looking for better ways to be able to approve more folks to get them into homes. After all, that's our underlying goal. Wish we could get everyone into homes, and that pertains to your criteria. Now, everything short of the bank commitment, we take care of. So we get you approved on the grant up to $48,000, which is non-repayable. So to keep in mind, folks, if you look at the municipalities and city grant programs, actually as of last April, 3,000 of them shut down from HUD. So basically, there's not enough money to shell out for folks, but it is a lengthy process. It's 6 months to a year. So whatever all the associate members can do is do a pre-launch challenge, which basically will open up their particular state with 20 or more pre-submissions. And you could get some more information. Ken will list the information where you could go on his Facebook page for fundmyhome.org. So he's running that page, and he's going to list how many pre-submissions we have in that state. Now, this is doing everything short of submitting your documents and getting on your counseling call with your client. So basically, you're building your book of business, getting your folks ready to go. Once we collectively reach 20 pre-submissions in that particular state, and we're going to list them every week. So look out. I think we have one of the states we have surpassing 10. So we're more than halfway there. And that might inspire you to get out there and share what fundmyhome.org is all about with your potential clients. So this is exciting times for us. We look forward to it just getting better and better. So by next week, we're going to have news on that USDA program. So we're really setting out to even be our own builder. So fundmyhome.org is going to brand us with our own set of homes, home models that we can offer. And this way, the margins, are larger. So this way, if folks need to pay off collections or they don't just quite make it, we'll be able to maybe even be our own funder for folks so we can approve more folks out there. So this is an exciting time to come on board because you definitely want to get positioned. You want to get out there, invite folks on this overview call, let them get in front of the information, make their own decision to benefit their lives financially, and as a precursor would help others to achieve their goals. So as we begin with a short yet inspiring video showcasing new homebuyer testimonials and what that means to them, with a follow-up overview featuring our key benefits with our down payment assistance program with fundmyhome.org. We're going to feature again Lauren Spahn, which does a great job at recapping and breaking it down to where everyone understands, well, this spells is great opportunity for those who participate. All right, so without any further ado, let's take it to Homeownership Matters. Enjoy.
Homeownership matters.
Homeownership matters.
Homeownership matters.
I think in the long term, it's a great investment.
It certainly is an investment in the future.
It gives us financial security.
Hopefully it'll be theirs one day.
I always wanted to buy a house.
When you rent, you don't get as much in return. You invest in a home when you buy a home. So it was extremely appealing to us.
Coming from generations of people who've owned land and homes, if you didn't have anything else, at least you had that. So it's something that you definitely want to keep and you want to be able to pass down.
When you own your own home, it's an investment really in your entire life.
Being a homeowner gives you a sense that you can establish yourself and establish traditions and make your house your own.
Although, I make a decent income, for me to have a program that allowed me to get a home with a little bit down and still enjoy the benefits of homeownership was a huge incentive.
I can build on this home, I can change this home, I can pretty much do anything I want to do because it's mine.
There's so many people around the world that don't have that opportunity to have a roof over their head. And I think owning a home where it's clean and comfortable, it is an American dream. I think it should be a dream for everyone.
Given us a sense of stability,
yes.
And it's made children feel secure.
As they grow together, their families grow together, their kids grow together, they build memories in a home.
Even with today's economy, it's still an American dream to be a homeowner. You feel like you're not successful unless you own your own home.
You are part of the community. You have a bigger voice than if you are a renter. Renting, we never had a say.
It just gives me such a great feeling to know that I've helped someone with home ownership.
You have an investment in the neighborhood, you have an investment in making sure that property values stay afloat, that the neighborhood has a certain appearance. I think the things that got you to the neighborhood in the first place, that you sort of buy into that pride.
Homeownership matters because it's an investment in the future. An investment that, that we can be proud of and that we can grow in.
Homeownership matters because it gives people the opportunity to grow and really become part of something bigger.
Homeownership matters because it connects you to a community.
Homeownership matters because it's your home. As an American, as a part of your community, as a place to raise your children.
And homeownership matters because it's an investment. It is part of who we are as a society.
Homeownership matters because it makes families stronger, it builds communities, and it really is the foundation of our nation.
I think home ownership matters because it's a true reflection of who you are.
Homeownership matters because it's yours and you can make it your own.
Need down payment assistance or a business opportunity? Introducing fundmyhome.org, a peer-to-peer social media referring society. Key benefits of what makes our down payment assistance and business opportunity so different and attractive. No application or broker fees. 5 to 7 day approvals. Close in 30 to 45 days from signed purchase agreement. Close with zero or little out of pocket. Owner occupied for residential properties up to 4 units. No income limits. 580 credit scores and less than 580 credit scores. Non-repayable. No liens or second mortgages. Student loan forgiveness program. Not limited to first-time home buyers. No products to sell or consume. No competition. Enhanced customer loyalty. For the people by the people. No licenses required. Doing well by doing good. What is fundmyhome.org? Fundmyhome.org is a down payment assistance program managed in collaboration with Real Estate Mortgage Grants and Down Payment Assistance Incorporated, a 501c3 nonprofit organization providing home ownership opportunities. Zero down payment. We provide home buyers with money for down payment and closing costs. Our goal is to help bring home buyers to close with zero or little out of pocket. Fundmyhome.org is not a lender. Nevertheless, fundmyhome.org helps its preferred lenders approve more home buyers by helping to provide funds needed for down payment and closing costs. Also, on a case-by-case basis, it may provide home buyers with the funds they need to pay off old collection accounts. This helps to lower home buyers' debt-to-income ratios, therefore increasing their purchasing power. No income limits. Unlike most down payment assistance programs from cities, counties and states, which limit home buyers' income to only 50 to 80% of their area median household income, fundmyhome.org does not have income limits. Working the proper sequence. Cities, counties and states require home buyers to first enter into purchase agreements with earnest deposits before applying for their down payment assistance. Fundmyhome.org approves homebuyers before they engage sellers into purchase agreements. Non-repayable down payment assistance. Unlike most cities, counties and states, which give down payment assistance in the form of zero interest, deferred payment second mortgages, our down payment assistance is non-repayable. It is gifted without liens or second mortgages. Funds are wire transferred at closing by the 501c3 nonprofit organization. Student loans. Fundmyhome.org helps banks approve home buyers who hold high student loan balances and are defaulted student loans. Fundmyhome.org helps home buyers burdened by student loans. This is done by restructuring all accounts, whether current or defaulted, which then yields drastically reduced loan balances, terms and payments. Lower student loan payments means reduced debt-to-income ratios, which then means increased purchasing power. Paid as agreed, restructured student loans boost credit scores, which then improves homeownership opportunities. This is neither credit repair nor a temporary fix. The restructuring of student loans is permanent, valid and lawful. Now, let's talk about student loans for a moment. As of June 2018, Forbes reported that the total U.S. student loan debt was $1.5 trillion and that approximately 44 million people had student loan debt. The average student loan balance per person is near $40,000, while some people owe $100,000 or more. Listen to these folks. On average, 44 million people owe nearly $40,000 each in student loans. The challenge with that is that high student loan debt and/or defaulted or delinquent student loans hinder homeownership dreams. The good news is that fundmyhome.org, with its student loan forgiveness program, can help home buyers achieve their homeownership goals even when they have defaulted or delinquent student loans or have high student loan debt at the time of their initial application. 580 credit score. Fundmyhome.org helps approve home buyers with credit scores as low as 580. On a case-by-case basis, fundmyhome.org will attempt to help approve home buyers with less than 580 credit scores. Fundmyhome.org also helps home buyers increase credit scores by helping to insert their rental history, utilities, mobile phone bills and insurance payments on their credit reports. Less than 580 credit scores. Fundmyhome.org will help approve home buyers with less than 580 credit scores, provided that 1. They do not have active back pay child support, do not have active judgments or tax liens, do not have foreclosures, deeds in lieu of foreclosures or bankruptcies in last 3 years, and do not have defaulted federal loans. 2. They pay for the cost of inserting 2 years of rental history, utilities, mobile phone bills, and insurance payments on their credit reports. The approximate cost of inserting 2 years of rental history is $151 per person. 3. They pay to restructure current, delinquent, or defaulted student loans at an approximate cost of $400. Please note, fundmyhome.org has temporarily deferred the cost of restructuring student loans. 5 to 7 days approvals. Applications can be decisioned within 5 to 7 days of receipt of home buyers' completed application and supportive documentation. Close in 30 to 45 days. Home buyers typically close within 30 to 45 days of signed purchase agreements. Best of all, with fundmyhome.org, there are no application fees or broker fees. No first-time homebuyer classes to take or pay for. No income limits. The down payment assistance is non-repayable. Nevertheless, homebuyers pay for their own credit report, $39. Their earnest deposit to their sellers, which fundmyhome.org recommends that homebuyers have a minimum of $3,000 for earnest deposits. Their appraisal reports at an average cost of $450. Their home inspection reports at an average cost of $350. Please note that U.S. veterans and those purchasing homes inside USDA designated areas will always recover their initial out-of-pocket expenses at closing as well as those who fundmyhome.org is able to bring to close with zero out of pocket. Some conditions may apply. Payday. Once your homebuyer enters into a purchase agreement, your job is done. Fundmyhome.org pays $3,200 per transaction, paid down between you and 8 levels of overrides. Compensation takes place upon the culmination of the property inspection period, provided that homebuyer remains under contract. You do not have to wait until the transaction closes to get paid. There are never chargebacks. Even if transactions fail to close. Weekly payroll, what comes in on Thursday is paid on Friday. Coming soon. What we have on the way. Nationwide TV campaign. As you know, we are preparing for our nationwide TV commercial, which will air in 47 states. Our TV commercial campaign is expected to generate strong interest from down payment assistance recipients. Certified fundmyhome.org associate members are expected to participate in the cost and response of this upcoming TV commercial campaign. This cost to associate members is payroll deducted. Callers are pre-screened by professional operators at the call center working for the TV production company for 680 credit scores, $85,000 yearly income, time frame and W-2 employment status. Our goal is to create 1 million new home buyers. Pay it forward. Share the fundmyhome.org opportunity. It starts with you. Together we can achieve our 1 million new homeowners challenge. Now, ladies and gentlemen, in the next slide, we will showcase fundmyhome.org's lucrative compensation plan, which pays $750 in marketing fees plus overrides paid on 8 subsequent levels. All totaling $3,200. Please note that fundmyhome.org does not pay for recruitment, it pays for personal production and overrides from the production of your team. Also, keep in mind that personally sponsoring new associate members is one of the only 2 necessary qualifiers needed to receive overrides. The second qualifier needed to receive overrides is the personal submission of at least 1 down payment assistance recipient per year. Okay, so let's talk about the marketing fees. Of course, you know that when you bring someone who gets down payment assistance from fundmyhome.org, you earn $750. You also have the option of building a team that can go down 8 levels of overrides. So to qualify for 8 levels of overrides, you have to personally sponsor 8 new associate members. If you want to qualify for 4 levels, you would then personally sponsor 4 associate members, etc. So let's give you an example of what would happen if you personally sponsor 3 new associate members and you and they each refer 1 down payment assistance recipient for the month. In this example, you would earn $750 from your own transaction, plus $500 overrides from each referral brought in by your 3 personally sponsored associate members. For a total of $2,250 for the month, which is not bad for a part-time situation and only having a total of 4 people in your team. In this next example, if you personally sponsor 8 new associate members and they sponsor 1 new associate member each, and you and they each refer 1 down payment assistance recipient per month, which is only 12 transactions each per year. In this example, you would have a total of 65 associate members in your team. Your income potential would be $20,350 for the month. A significant amount of money, ladies and gentlemen, for only having 65 associate members in your team and personally referring 1 down payment assistance recipient per month. And if you're looking at the chart, you can see how the $3,200 in marketing fees is paid out between you and your team. $750 is paid to you on your personal production, then the rest is paid as overrides down to 8 levels. $500 in the first level, $450 in the second level, $400 in the third level, $350 in the fourth level, $300 in the fifth level, $250 in the sixth level, $150 in the seventh level, and $50 in the eighth level. All this totals $3,200 in marketing fees per referral. In this third example, if you personally sponsor 8 new associate members and they sponsor 2 new associate members each, and you and they each refer 1 down payment assistance recipient per year, not 1 per month, only 1 per year. Ladies and gentlemen, in this example you would have a total of 2,041 associate members in your team and would earn over $23,000 for the month. A significant amount of money. Now, in this final example, if you personally sponsor 8 new associate members and they sponsor 3 new associate members each, that means that you would have 8 associate members in your first level of overrides, 24 on your next, each level increasing by multiples of 3 for a total team of 26,241 associate members. And if you and they each refer 1 down payment assistance recipient per year, not 1 per month, only 1 per year. Ladies and gentlemen, In this example, your income potential would be well over $200,000 for the month. An extraordinary amount of money. All of this while providing your friends and family the opportunity to achieve their homeownership goals, a sustainable duplicatable system. No products to sell. No products to consume. No mortgage or real estate license needed. FMH does not pay commissions. FMH pays marketing fees. No FTC concerns. FMH does not pay for recruiting associate members, therefore it may never be called an illegal pyramid. Highest income potential. FMH pays 1,000 times more per transaction than what other direct sales companies do. Once you've built your team, your associate members will never leave you. Home buyers are required to publicize their down payment assistance on their social media when they get a clear to close before they close. This, ladies and gentlemen, will result in more interested down payment assistance recipients for you to service. In fundmyhome.org you have an ecosystem. Home buyers become associate members. And associate members become home buyers. We, on behalf of our staff, our associate members and our down payment assistance recipients, thank you for your interest, support, and participation in fundmyhome.org. As we honor God in bringing our endeavor and the ownership of our company onto His hands, grace and glory, and pledge to honor God and His Son Jesus with our wealth. Every month fundmyhome.org will donate to a charity or choice funds needed to benefit other home buyers and the communities where our associate members live. Put God first. And now, our joint praise and prayer in Jesus' name. Dear God Almighty, as we raise the endeavor and ownership of our company into your hands, grace and glory, and as you have not given us a spirit of fear, but the power of love and of a sound mind. We are so happy and grateful now that you have now and forever forged a clear path for our success and the financial abundance of our members. That you are guiding and protecting us, giving us love, divine light, feelings of peace, tranquility, trust, conviction, strength, adequacy, confidence, wisdom, happiness, gratitude and forgiveness. That you are giving us the ability to share and bestow these loving truths and energies onto everyone we know and everyone we meet as we have now raised our consciousness. We are so happy and grateful now that you have now and forever allowed us to elevate our mission and purpose, spiritual growth, and prosperity consciousness onto you, our God Almighty. Thank you for giving us the drive and ambition necessary to accomplish our goals, cause and mission. And so it is. Amen. Amen. Thank you, God. This, ladies and gentlemen, concludes our brief overview of our powerful common sense business opportunity. This is your company and together we will succeed. We invite you to share fundmyhome.org's amazing down payment assistance program and powerful, lucrative, unparalleled and personally rewarding business opportunity with all your friends and family to take a part of the Million Homes Challenge. Together we'll create 1 million new homeowners. Goodbye for now. And remember, put God first. God bless everything you do. And our company.
Absolutely, ladies and gentlemen, all glory and honor to God, of course. We should all be very thankful in everything that we have. And one of them is the ability to participate in a very, very wonderful opportunity like fundmyhome.org. After all, folks, if you're wondering where this program has come from, there is no gimmick. There is no strategy to help a CEO or a corporation make a ton of money and have all its members or participants suffer by that. We share the wealth. So basically, people are compensated very well for what they do. And it's said that if you compensate someone well, they will perform better. And what we're looking to do is have associate members all over the United States that can facilitate the process. And that's all the associate members and grant specialists do, is they basically identify those who aspire to become home buyers. Those folks cannot reach that goal because of the $20,000, $30,000, $40,000 that's needed for down payment and closing costs. So what we do is we've taken a system that the municipalities had and was offering to the general public in their city or their town, and we've taken a close look at that and saw that it does not make mathematical sense. For example, 50 to 80% of the menial household income is required to be submitted, and therefore mathematically, why would you put someone in a position to pay a mortgage when you want them to not make enough money to do so? Also, we're not looking to get paid back the money. We're looking to take that money that's donated from major corporations and allocate that up to $48,000, depending upon the price of the home. And that basically puts the home buyer in a great position. They may have a good job, some bank activity, and have a few $1,000s on hand to offer as to the buyer as a purchaser for a good faith deposit. So basically that's set aside, and then the outside expenses, only the appraisal, the inspection, and the credit report. So what we do is we prepare the individual, take them through the grant submission and application process as a professional. And we provide all the learning materials in our back office that you receive once you come on board. You can come on board tonight. Doesn't cost you anything tonight. There is a 5-day grace period till you can get your registration in, which is only $49. And that's a one-time. That's not monthly reoccurring. So the fact is, we don't want your money, we just want your participation. It's going to take us to have thousands of associate members, which we have in place right now. It all depends on those who are willing to do the work. So together, if we roll up our sleeves, we go through the learning process to become the professionals and certified grant specialists, and then just get the word out there. There's nothing to sell. There's no cost to the potential grant recipient for participating, and based on their criteria, we will get them approved for the grant, and then it's up to the bank to make that decision. So if they're seemingly in good standing, once we approve them for the grant, chances are the bank's going to say yes also. Then we take them over to our preferred real estate agents, would help them shop for a home based on the criteria that they display on the counseling session, which is after all said and done with the grant calculator to determine their maximum potential eligibility. So it's very simple. After that, we get them on with our customer care specialist, which reconfirm what's gone over with the numbers, their debt to income ratio, and also goes into the specifics of their dream home. It's that simple. So it's a 45-minute session with a Zoom webinar with your client. First, you determine if they aspire to become home buyers, and then from there, you take them through the tutorial videos to share with them who fundmyhome.org is, what it is we do, and what we could do for them. So it's the simplest business I've ever come across, folks, but this is going to create a housing movement once we get ramped up. So it's those who share the vision, participate, and hang in there while we become better and better. And our last component, what we're putting in place, aside from the student loan forgiveness program and the parameters of 660 credit score with 0 out of pocket, and also the credit supplement program. So we have all that in place. The next is the USDA, which we're going to announce later on this week. And we should have everything in place. And then what we're going to do is see who's willing to build this business out nationwide and make a 6 to 7 figure income. So timing is everything, and you guys are here at the right time. So to do a breakdown real quick, I'm going to invite on board Mr. Lawrence Bond, and he'll take you through everything we just shared. Lawrence, you there? Lawrence Bond. Lawrence, you there?
I'm here.
All right, great, great. I figured you probably figured I'd take up the whole segment.
Can you hear me?
I can
I'm
hear
here,
you.
Charles. Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I was muted,
All right.
but I'm good to go.
All right, great. Listen, I didn't want to take up too much. I know you love sharing all these aspects and key bullet points of what makes this program so great. But I think people really out there need to know a little bit more information, because this is phenomenal, guys. We're creating a housing movement, and where no one else is doing what we're doing on the planet, we have a great opportunity we create for ourselves for participating. So I'll let you roll with it, Lawrence. Go right ahead.
All right, thanks, Charles. Well, guys, once again, welcome to our call, and I'm just going to do a quick recap. You heard some of the key points, but as you listen to the recap, really ask yourself, if we can do what we're saying we can do, why would you not either want to be an associate or help individuals receive home ownership? So let me break it down for you very quickly. We offer potential homeowners up to $48,000. What makes it unique, this is a non-repayable grant to assist with down payment and closing costs. And the key points, there are no attachments, there's no seconds, there's no liens, this is truly a gift. We also work with potential homeowners with FICO scores, as you saw in the overview, as low as 580 and even less. We have our credit supplement program where we actually can take rent payments, utility bills, insurance payments, and phone bills to show a history of timely payments, which can actually increase your FICO scores. So that's a large market that we can service. And also, we're doing something really big in the area of USDA as well as VA. We can help some potential homeowners qualify, as again, you heard in the overview, with zero to very little out of pocket. So a lot of folks out there that potentially cannot get into a home with these programs, we can assist in that area. And we also have a unique program for clients with FICO scores above 660. If you can qualify for this program will actually cover down payment and all the closing costs. Now you saw student debt. Once again, student debt is at $1.5 trillion. The average student owes over $40,000. And the problem, if that loan is delinquent or defaulted, you won't get approved by a lender. But with our student forgiveness program, we can actually reconstruct that debt so you can qualify for a mortgage. And of course, when I do the overview, or if I'm speaking one-on-one, the question comes up once again, and we talked about it. What does it cost to get involved? What does it cost for the potential home buyer? And again, the good news is there is no grant fee. There is no application fee. There's no classes to attend. It doesn't cost a potential home buyer anything. And we have no income limit. So you can earn $100,000 or more and still receive down payment and closing assistance. And something that I get excited about quite often, if you're looking for a second home, maybe you want to get a property by the beach or the lake, we can help you get that second home. And we can also help you to purchase a duplex or let's say a fourplex. I'd like to use fourplex as an example because it's real simple to understand. With a fourplex, you actually live in one unit yourself. You can rent the other 3 units out to help cover the mortgage. Now let's take a few moments and just talk about the business success model. As you saw earlier, we allow our associates to participate in 2 of the most stable industries in the country, and that is banking and real estate. And the good news is no real estate license, no mortgage license is required because we're not realtors and we're not mortgage brokers. We're certified grant specialists, we're marketing associates, and we receive marketing fees. We share in $3,200 in marketing fees on each transaction. So when you bring a potential home buyer to close, you will receive $750. As you begin building a business, you receive overrides. Those overrides start at $500, $450.
I think we lost you there, Lawrence. Are you there?
So we're in this all by ourselves, and the mission statement is very clear. We want to help put 1 million families in homes over the next 30 years. And that's why we have such a push to bring associates in to help us on this mission statement. So get back to the person who invited you on the call, get your questions answered. You can enroll tonight, and it's actually $49 membership. We have a marketing tool which is called a Doodle. It's an electronic business card, and this will help you to actually grow your business. It's a 2-minute and 41-second overview, which will give the basic information necessary, and it also will provide you with a funnel to give you all the tools you needed. So I want to thank you guys again for being on the call. I want you to get back to the individual that told you about this wonderful opportunity. And as mentioned earlier, you can get started tonight.
Thank you.
So thank you guys for being on the call.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much, Lawrence. So we're going to roll right into the Doodles video. So those who haven't seen it will see what you're going to receive. So once you pay your registration of $49 after the 5-day grace period, matter of fact, you could come on board tonight, have your own replicated site, and start going through it. After all, why wait for tomorrow what you could do right now? And then that $49 will be paid within the 5-day grace period, and you'll receive your Doodles video within 24 hours. So we're just going a little bit over time tonight to showcase the videos, also a national TV commercial, which will be airing. We're going to schedule it as soon as we feel we have the right membership account, and most folks are on board, ready to go. And also the Fund My Home University, I highly suggest everyone goes through that a few times. Get this down pat, guys, because this is a 6-figure opportunity. Don't let it pass you by. And I'll turn it over to the videos, and then Ken will close us out tonight. God bless you, and see you on the other side, guys.
What if there was a national company working in collaboration with a 501c3 public foundation, major lenders, title companies, realtors, and builders in order to provide home buyers with the non-repayable grants they need to cover a substantial portion of their down payment and closing costs? What if that company went a step further by making these grants available without income restrictions and helped homebuyers increase their purchasing power by paying off old collections, reducing credit score requirements, and collaborating with banks in order to bring them to close with zero or little out of pocket? What if that company created a business opportunity as a peer-to-peer social media referring society that pays its associate members $3,200 in marketing fees down to 8 levels for every home buyer that entered into a purchase agreement, even if that purchase agreement never closed? That company has arrived. Let's say that your friend wanted to buy a $250,000 home, and the typical amount needed from her to purchase that home without assistance was $20,000. Thanks to you telling her about us and our down payment assistance, she would need less than $5,000 to close, and maybe even zero or little out of pocket to close. You heard me right, zero or little out of pocket. Additionally, she may decide to become an associate member and refer John, who then refers other home buyers. When that happens, everyone would earn substantial income for making homeownership happen. With us, associate members earn override commissions. Our company pays $3,200 per transaction down through 8 levels of associates on every purchase contract that their buyers enter into, even if that transaction never closes. No waiting for the sale to close. You are paid within days of the signed purchase agreement. The best part of this is that our associate members don't need a mortgage or real estate license and don't have the added responsibility to process transactions. There will be associate members who will build large teams and earn tens of thousands of dollars per month, even hundreds of thousands of dollars per month. Will you be one of these associates? You can get started as either a home buyer or an associate member today, maybe even both. Get back to that person that sent you this video and let's get you started. Contact this associate member today.
Do you think purchasing a home is out of your reach? No matter how hard you work, you can't save enough for a down payment. Bills keep you from growing your savings. Have you been denied a loan even though your income has increased? You think there must be a way. Actually, there is. A nonprofit program exists which allows you to get down payment assistance with no repayment requirement. You heard correctly. The nonprofit organization will assist you with a down payment with no repayment required. Also, you will not be charged a broker fee. You may qualify no matter how high your income level. You will not be charged an application fee to see if you qualify. You may be able to move into your new home in 30 to 45 days. And your closing costs may be zero to very little money. Act now, because this nonprofit program may not be available in the future. Call this toll-free number. Live operators are standing by. Call now to see if you qualify to move into your dream home.
And as Charles mentioned earlier, this will be seen in over 100 million homes and smartphones in the United States. That should be coming up pretty soon, I think, in the next month or two. That'll be exciting to see. I also just wanted to talk to you a little bit about, Charles had mentioned the Facebook page, and this is the information if you have a customer that's pre-qualified. We have a post in there which lists all the states and the number of pre-qualified registered home buyers. And once you get to 20, we'll be able to open your state. Now, we do have 2 different Facebook pages. One is the corporate site, which is fundmyhome.org, and you put that in the search bar in Facebook, you'll find that. And this one here with some information and interaction with some of the associates is called FMH Associate, and you'll see that right here at the bottom of the page. So I hope we were able to show you how Fund My Home can help you as a future home buyer, or if you'd like to join us and become a grant specialist, and how we can help you to secure a lifetime of income. Remember, our goal is to help 1 million families become homeowners. Get back with the person that invited you here tonight for more information on what you need to do next. We'll see you back here again tomorrow night, 9 p.m. Bring your friends, bring your families, and once again, we will showcase fundmyhome.org. Good night and enjoy your evening.